Welcome to the Magnetic Creator Podcast. I'm your host, Melanie Mishler, and each week we have intimate conversations about the things that matter most in life. My superpower is helping you remember who you truly are, a powerful, magical creator. I give you proven tools to help you get unstuck and manifest a life that sets your heart on fucking fire. Are you ready? Let's go. Hello, and happy December, my beautiful friend. Before we start, I have to just straight up apologize for any audio background noise or any audio quality today, because we are down at our home in Belize for the winter, and it is loud here. It is very, very loud in the jungle. There's monkeys howling. There's the neighbor's dog is barking. The hummingbirds are really loud. Cicadas, all the things are happening. And I don't yet have my office set up properly because we're not here full time yet. So I apologize, but let's get to it. I know this is a month when everything gets a little crazy, right? It's easy to get swept up in the holidays and really, really common to push our dreams and our goals out past the holidays, out until January. But I'm going to invite you to do something totally different this year because I've designed this month to set the stage for your most extraordinary year yet. Instead of waiting until January to think about what you want next, I invite you to join me this month. Each week on the podcast, we're going to be talking about breaking through your limits. I'll also be hosting my free vision board workshop again, and it was so much fun. So if you missed the first one, please sign up for that one. It's on December 15th. It's totally free. Just head to the show notes or my website. And then at the beginning of the year, I'm also going to be hosting my first ever breakthrough event. So this is designed to help you create the foundation for your best year. And I mean, not just another good year, not just another successful year, but a year where you finally step in to your full power, to your full potential. And today's episode is the perfect place to start because we're talking about the difference between approaching your dreams as an amateur versus turning pro with your potential. I learned this concept from Steven Pressfield, and if you don't know his work, I'll put a link to my 2 favorite books of his in the show notes, and trust me, you want to check them out. When I first read his work years ago, it lit a fire in me and really put a voice to how I was holding myself back. And so let's talk about what this concept means to turn pro with your vision, with your life's work, with your potential. Here's how Steven explains it in a nutshell. He says, amateurs treat their dreams like a hobby, like something they'll get to when everything else is handled. They make excuses, they dabble. This can also look like spending weeks perfecting your website or your logo. And that's the same website that no one will ever go to because no one knows it exists, right? But a pro will show up for their potential like it's their fucking job, because it is. They understand that their gifts, their vision, their deeper calling, it's not optional. That's their work. And when I say work, I mean like life's work. An amateur waits for motivation. They will chase perfection. They need to feel ready. But the pro knows that readiness and perfection never happens. In fact, they're just excuses that an amateur will use to avoid showing up because of fear. One of my favorite quotes from this book is he says, "The professional does not wait for inspiration. He acts in anticipation of it. He knows that when the muse sees his butt in the chair, she will deliver." I want you to think about that, because how many mornings have you waited to feel motivated before starting? Or how many dreams have you put on hold or put on the back burner until you feel, quote, ready? The truth is, transformation doesn't happen when we feel ready. It happens when we commit to showing up for ourselves even before we feel ready. And this, friend, is what separates women who keep talking about their dreams or keep pushing off their dreams until next year from the ones who are actually bringing them to life. The pros understand that inspiration follows action, not the other way around. My coach Piper used to say this to me all the time when I would be spinning my wheels in perfectionism. She would say, clarity comes from action. And she was so right. And here's something else that Pressfield talks about that might hit close to home. It did for me, at least. Sometimes we become pros in what he calls shadow careers. And what this means is that we will pour our heart, we'll pour all of our professional level like dedication and work into something that's really close, but not quite our true calling. Here's a couple examples. We might go to work for someone else and expertly manage their business while our own secret business dreams stay hidden away in our journal, right? We don't do any work on our own business. Or maybe we become a writing teacher, but never actually sit down to write the novel that you've been dreaming of. And here's a fascinating part with shadow careers. You can be really, really good at them. You can show up with professional level commitment. You could be working really hard, building systems, be super reliable and consistent. You have all the pro habits, but here's the thing, you're just applying them to the more safe option, to the comfortable choice, to the path that doesn't require us to actually face our fears and to actually step into our own full potential. Because becoming a pro at something similar or parallel to your calling, it's always going to feel a lot safer than facing the resistance that comes with stepping into your true work. It's kind of like it will give us just enough satisfaction to quiet that inner voice, to like silence it down a little bit while keeping our dreams at a safe distance. And this is why some of the most capable, committed women I know still have this like nagging sense of more. They want more. They know they're destined for more. And they're pros at everything except the one thing that their soul is calling them to do. But here's a mindset shift that changes everything. When you realize that your dreams are not hobbies waiting for the perfect condition. They're not optional extras that you get to focus on when life calms down. This is your work, your real work. And the moment that you truly understand that, everything will get very, very simple. Because here's what happens when you make that choice. When you turn pro with your potential, you suddenly stop negotiating with your dreams. You stop saying maybe, or when I have more time, or when the kids go off to college. You will start treating your visions with the same commitment that you give to your most important responsibilities. So how do we begin? Here's something really interesting that Stephen talks about turning pro. He says, when you turn pro, everything gets very, very simple because all the drama fades away. All the what ifs, all the maybes, all the excuses, they just all dissolve because pros don't have time for drama. They don't debate whether they're going to show up. They don't like hem and haw about it. They don't negotiate with their resistance. They just do the fucking work. Think about it. Professionals don't wake up in the morning and ask themselves if they feel like going to work. They don't wait for the perfect moment to start their day. They don't have to lose 10 pounds, wait till the holidays are over, wait for fucking Mercury to be out of retrograde. They simply begin. And that simplicity is so freeing. And this doesn't mean you have to burn everything down. Like if you're currently in a shadow career, or if you haven't even touched on that true calling that's deep inside you, you can start right where you are. It's a decision that you just make right now with deliberate choices. That could look like dedicating your first 30 minutes to working on your passion project or blocking out 2 hours every weekend to work on your calling. The size of the block of time is less important than the mindset behind it because this is non-negotiable time. You're showing up for your potential like it's your job because it is. Because no matter how much you like play into the resistance, that calling, that ache inside, it doesn't go away. Because it's not supposed to. It's your full potential calling you forward. And you can numb it out as much as you want. You can pretend it's not there, but friend, it's there. It's calling and it's there for a purpose. Okay, friends. So if you felt a little stirring in your soul as you listened to this episode today, that's your pro self. It's ready to emerge. And I've designed December specifically to help you make that transition from amateur to pro. So please go sign up and join me on December 15th for my next vision board workshop. It's vision boards that actually work and not just for the cars and the vacations. We're talking about for the big stuff. We're going to dive deep into what's been holding you back and create a concrete plan to step fully into your power in 2025. And if you're called to go even deeper, I do have 2 spots opening up for one-on-one coaching, and you can book a free consultation in the show notes or on my website. But here's my invitation, friend. Don't wait until January. Don't keep putting off your dreams until after the holidays or until the first of the year. Take one step. Make a decision that you are even willing to explore what it means to turn pro. Grab a friend and join the vision board workshop. It's totally free. And also be sure to check out Stephen Pressfield's book that I'll put in the show notes. They are so fucking good. All right, friend, this is the time to decide. 2025 is it. Are you going to keep putting your dreams on the back burner, putting your potential on the back burner and playing small, or are you ready to turn pro and step into your full power, into your full potential? All right, friend, until next week, be well and keep manifesting an epic fucking life.